Welcome to a new episode of Growing Up with Classic Cars. This one's about the Porsche 911 Carrera from 1989. So Talu, show us what you got. Not bad, Tully, not bad at all. But next time, I'm going to drive. But let's talk a little bit about the car first. Tully, over to you.
So, this is a 911 Carrera 3.2 Coupe. It was delivered new by Amag Zurich in Switzerland on the 15th of March 1989. This means it's one of the last G-Series cars which were produced from 1973 to 1989. But this episode we're going to do a bit differently. So much has been written about the 911 and there are tons of videos on it too. So rather than talking about model history and cultural significance, we're going to tell you the 5 things we like the most about this 3.2. One of my favorite things about this car is the color, slate grey over beige. The original German name for this color is actually Schiefergrau. What I like about it is that the color changes in different light conditions, from almost black in the evening to grey or green in direct sunlight. In Italian, we have a nice word for this color transition, cangiante. Even rarer is the combination with beige leather interior. We have only ever seen 2 other cars in that color combo. So, if you own one or have ever seen one, please let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.
I really like the 3.2 engine. It makes such a great noise. It has enough power and looks fantastic too. This version is the Swiss Market 930/25, which means it's a factory-mounted cat converter. The engine produces 217 horsepower. Some say it's less quick than the non-cat version available for the European market. I say that depends more on engine tuning and skills of the driver.
Another thing I really like is the 80s vibes and design cues. It's hard to pick one. I love the rear center panel reflector with the Porsche script. I prefer the more subtle letters used from 1987 onwards over the larger black letters on earlier cars. But that's personal taste, of course. I also love the Blaupunkt Bremen SQR46 radio and the fog lights and the cigarette lighter knobs.
I love the cockpit. It's one of the coolest instrument panels you could ever hope to look at. The design never changed much since the 1960s, but doesn't look aged in the 3.2. It really is timeless. And the massive centrally mounted rev counter is just epic. The G50 gearbox is great too, and it's pretty smooth to engage.
Last but not least, I'm a big fan of the sunroof. Some purists will prefer the 911 without it, but I just love it. The roof is a great example of German engineering perfection. It sounds and feels like it was designed and built to function for eternity. Sometimes I just sit in the car to open and close the roof. It's so satisfying. I must admit though that I didn't find the switch at first. Oddly, it sits hidden underneath the tiny rear wiper switch and just above the lighter switch. Makes no sense at all. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and we'll be back with a new video very soon. Now Sai, show me what you got.